Happy Sunday, kids! It's week 2 of our
Big 10 series.
and we are unlocking the greatest commandments of all time.
The Big 10 Commandments.
Well, the 10 commandments are found in the book of Exodus chapter 20. And according to our last week's lesson, the first commandment is, "You shall have no other gods before me." Or, in other words,
put God first. Keep God number one. He's at the top and everything else comes after.
so today, let's dive into our next commandment. Commandment number 2. You shall not make for yourself an idol, aka no idols. So check out this story. Today's Bible story is found in Exodus chapter 32. Moses had been called by God to climb Mount Sinai in order to receive the 10 commandments from God. Moses left Aaron in charge while the Israelites waited for Moses to return. And so they waited and waited and waited. Finally, the Israelites got tired of waiting. They came to Aaron and said, "Aaron, make us a god to worship." Can you believe the Israelites would do that? I mean, God had rescued them from slavery in Egypt, had parted the Red Sea for them to cross, and drowned Pharaoh and his army. How could they abandon God so quickly and want to worship an idol? What do you think Aaron did when they came and asked him to make a god for them? Aaron told the people to bring him all the gold earrings what the women and children were wearing. He then melted them and molded a golden calf out of the melted gold. Aaron made the calf for the Israelites, and they worshipped the calf and called it their god. Then they built an altar where they sacrificed burnt offerings to their new god. They actually believed that the golden calf was their new god. Then, after they worshipped and burnt offerings, they started partying and dancing. It was during their crazy partying that Moses came down from the mountain with the 10 commandments. Now, do you think Moses was happy? No. He was so angry that he threw the stone tablets that had the commandments on them and broke them on the ground. Now, Moses asked Aaron, "What have these people done to make you bring such sin upon them?" Aaron had messed up big time, and he knew it. No doubt he felt terrible about it. He had let Moses down. He had let God down. He chose to make an idol out of gold and worship it instead of God. Little did he know that the 10 commandments that Moses had just thrown to the ground contained a very important commandment. Our commandment number 2 says you must not make any idols. An idol is anything that is a fake or substitute god. Basically, it is anything that we choose to worship or love instead of God. Now, I'm sure most of you expect idols to kind of look like this, right? This is what a typical idol might look like. And all over the world, people create little statues and call them God. But you would probably say,
No problem. I've got this commandment down. I have never created a statue to worship, so I'm good. We can move on to another commandment.
but wait, not so fast. Although you may not worship statues, that doesn't mean that there are no idols in your life. Some of you have things that you love more than God. They are things that have more of your love, more of your thoughts, and more of your focus. Let's talk about the idol of popularity. Now, some of you are way too focused on being liked by others and becoming the most popular person in your school. That idol of popularity is more important than your relationship with God. God doesn't want you to worship the idol of popularity. He wants you to be more focused on becoming who He wants you to be, rather than who the crowd wants you to be. Let's talk about the idol of entertainment. Now, some of you allow your entertainment choices to lead you away from God. You are more focused on playing video games that are full of violence, watching movies that are full of sinful things, and listening to music that is full of filthy language and talking about things that are not pleasing to God. Entertainment has become an idol, and it's time to leave that stuff behind. The idol of sports. Wait, sports? What's wrong with sports? There is nothing wrong with sports until it becomes an idol. Some of you are so involved with sports that you allow it to be the reason you miss church all the time. Anything, no matter how good it might be, becomes an idol if it comes ahead of your relationship with God. Now let's talk about the idol of laziness. Now, some of you guys think living for God is just too much work. You don't even want to pray, read the Bible, or tell others about Jesus because it's just too hard. And you think you should be able to just lay back and relax and not have to work hard to grow in your faith. Now, that's the idol of laziness. God wants you to serve Him with all of your heart. We can't let the idol of laziness keep us from doing the hard work of praying every day, reading the Bible, and learning more about God. And finally, the idol of me. Now, some of us focus so much on what you want, what you feel like doing, and what you want to do. You are worshiping at the idol of me. It should be about what God wants us to do. Now, these idols that we've talked about will destroy our lives if we focus on them. They are fake. They're not the real thing. And only God can fill the emptiness in our lives. Not popularity, not entertainment, not sports, not laziness, and not yourself. Only God. He deserves our worship. So these idols have to go. Man, kids, that was some crazy idol talk. But hey, now we know, right? Number 1, God is number 1. And number 2, no idols. Guys, I cannot wait for number 3. I'll see you guys next week for the Big 10. Have a great Sunday, and I love you guys. Bye.